Good evening and welcome to Pretty Ninja Racing YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in for the Multiclass Open Series season finale. You've got myself this evening, J Sky. I'm going to be commentating in place of Randers. Unfortunately, he couldn't do the final stream. And we really wanted to stream the season finale, so yeah, you're stuck with me. So apologies, I'm probably going to absolutely butcher this, but yeah, let's give it a go. So let's head on track and see what we've got going on. Okay, so the format of this is going to be a 10-minute practice session. There has already been a live practice server up and running, so I'll run through who we think is going to be quick shortly. But first of all, I actually just need to set up a few little things in here. Let me get the tower up, and let's jump on track with someone. Hopefully, let's get rid of that one. Actually. No, that's just the safety car. You don't want to just see the safety car, I'm sure. Let me go back to the pit and we should be able to jump on board with someone. Or we might have to wait for someone to set a lap before we can actually start jumping on board with people. While people are actually just doing a few practice laps, let's just run through who we've got in this one. So we'll run through the top 5, the fastest guys in practice. So we've got P Lung. In practice sessions he's currently set at 1:34.8. That's a pretty good lap, to be fair. We've got TP in second place at the moment with 1:35.4. He'll be keen to definitely finish in front of 66. And he'll also be really keen to finish in front of P63 if he can. But I know that P63 is very quick, so we'll have to see how that one pans out. Let's just cancel. Go back onto standing sessions here. So yeah, it's really the battle for second place at the moment. So we've got 66 and P63 and TP at the moment. There's only literally like 3 points that splits those guys. So it should make for a really exciting race, hopefully. So looking at the sort of the practice times. If we go to the free practice sessions, so the guys in the running, so yeah, TP is definitely looking good. I think he's got a bit of time in the bag as well on that one, so he's looking pretty good. So yeah, fingers crossed for him. I'm gonna apologise now for being like pretty ninja racing biased as well, and I'm also going to apologise for I'm going to butcher some of these names. I'll just get out of there now. I will try my best, but I'm sure that I'm going to butcher some of those names. But yeah, right. We've got some times being set now, so let's head back on track. There we go. That's what I was expecting to see. I was expecting to see my time in tower there. So yeah, let's have a little look. So we're looking at Mark Colson at the moment. So he's our resident South African. Really nice guy. Pretty quick as well. Really clean racer. Great to have in the community. Don't go and butcher it now. While we have a look at that, let's just have a look and make sure we are actually streaming. I think we are. Yeah, we are streaming. That's good. Good times. Oh, we've got a few people. We've got a few people in the YouTube stream as well. Yeah, let's say hi to them. Okay, yeah, so we've got Mark Colson on track. He's currently set at 1:40. I think there's definitely some more time in Mark, so it'll be interesting to see what he can pull out when it comes down to quali. We've got TP Pindalaya. He's out on track as well, but I do think the one to watch here, and he's not set a lap time, is going to be Mr. Long. He looked rapid when I was watching some of these LMP2 cars. There we go, times perfectly, straight to the top of the leaderboard, 1:35.2, and I think we'll start to see the lap times tumble as we see the track rubber in and the grip just ramp up as we start heading into the final couple of minutes of this practice session and into quali. You're gonna have to bear with me with some of these like camera views as well, because I don't really do the streaming thing, and like I said, I'm just kind of stepping up to the plate and helping the channel, making sure that we get. Oh, I've just accidentally saved a screenshot. Did not want to do that. Okay. We have got some really good camera views actually when you go into sort of broadcast view, which is good. I do like that one. The problem with that one is that there's a transparent steering wheel, but it still looks pretty good. So yeah, this is on board with Mr. Lung at the moment, and yeah, he was quick. He was quick in the earlier practice session. I definitely think we're going to see him probably drop into the 1:34s at the end of this lap. It's looked fairly clean and tidy from what we've seen on board. Let's see how he fares. So we're coming over into the oval part of this track, the oval section, coming over the timing line now, and there we go, a 1:34.2. I think we'll probably see a 1:33 because as it ramps up and people start burning off in fuel, and the grip naturally goes up as we head into the qualifying session as well. So we'll see some 1:33s for sure. It's just going to be a case of who can put it all together. But I think it's going to be Lung. I think it's going to be Mr. Lung on pole position today. So yeah, let's see how that one goes. Let's see how Mr. TP's getting on. Go to the camera view. I'm also not too familiar with this track. I've been sort of riding on board with some of the guys in the earlier practice session. I've not actually driven this track, so I think I know what a quick lap time is and what a quick lap time looks like around here. But yeah, I'm not a pro. I'm not an expert at it. So yeah, you're just gonna have to bear with me. So what did it looks like TP's just crossed the start-finish line actually. So this is sector 1, heading into the sort of the back part of the oval. But it didn't look like he improved on that last lap. We'll stay on board with him. We'll stay on board with him and just see how he gets on. Let's switch and just see if we go to a slightly different view. So he's eating quite a lot of the curbs, quite aggressive, and this part of the track is very, very bumpy. You can just see the car. Oh, it looks like he's had a bit of a moment, but well held, sir. That was a good save, but I think that he might improve. It looked like he definitely lost a bit of time there, but let's see how he does, how he goes. So I think this is the last corner. Maybe here, is it? No. See, I told you I was going to butcher it. We're definitely heading into. This is definitely sector 3 now. I think he's going to be a little bit distracted by the laggy LMP2 in front, but this is looking fairly tidy around the last corner. Like I said, I was on board with a few of the cars earlier on in the practice session, and I think there's a lot of time to be gained in that final corner onto the final straight, and it looks like it hasn't improved. But I mean, TP is the ultimate sandbagger, so he's probably not giving away too much too soon. Acapone, let's see what's going on with Acapone, because we've still got him out on track, and it looks like he has not seen the flag yet, so this could be a timed lap, but he's warming his tyres up, and now he's gone to the pits. So yeah, okay. Let's have a look at Vassell K. Let's see how he's faring up as he goes over the timing line now. And yeah, did he improve? I didn't see it flash up, so I think he hasn't improved. Maybe he did. I don't know. Who else have we got? Stroh. Let's see how he fares. Is he gonna? Oh no, he's taken off. I'm sure he's not going to improve. Nope, I'm not surprised because he got air miles. Got air miles on that one. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Okay, guys. So that's basically practice. The practice session over. So top of the LMP2s, we've got P Lung and P63 in second place. In third place, we've got Ekaponi. We've got. I think TP is probably sandbagging a little bit there. I reckon he's got some more time in the bag. But let's head into quali and see how they get on. Just hit F2 and use F1 to change car views. Okay, thanks, boss man. Yeah, I agree, boss man. Yeah, Lung has been quick all season. You can't sort of deny his pace in the car. He's been very quick. There's been a few moments where perhaps he's got his elbows out a bit too much when he didn't need to, I would say. But from over the last couple of races, he's definitely like improved in terms of racecraft from what I've seen. And yeah, he's a quick boy. He's a quick boy or girl. I'm assuming that he's but yeah. Okay, so definitely we've got cars heading out on track. I think I should be able to hit just hit F2 and F1 to change car views. Is there a way I can change to different cars without the tower? Because I don't think I can, boss man. Is it the arrows? No. And I need to get rid of this pit preset thing. No, you guys don't need to see that. But then that should disappear when I change to a different car. I don't know what you do at the start of the sessions, Andy. Sorry for the pause, folks, but we're just waiting for a few cars to get a lap in, so that I can go on board with them. This is the annoying thing about the ACTV timer. I don't think I can actually change the view to go on board or even broadcast, because the broadcast views without someone set a time. TV camera voice control. Can I change that? Doesn't look like I can. Doesn't look like I can. Control one previous car. Okay. That would be okay if I had a keyboard with a numpad on. I've got a skinny keyboard. Ain't gonna work for me, dude. Here we go. We've got some people saying sometimes, phew. I thought you were just gonna have to put up with me talking rubbish. So, oh wow, there we go. We've got Lung straight into the 33s. High 33s, but straight into the 33s. Yeah. So 6 minutes to go. Let's see what people can do. I'm conscious that I'm focusing. Or I'll use another side. Okay. Next time, if I ever have to do this again, next time we'll get this side app sorted out so I can change cars, or get a keyboard with a numpad so I can change cars, change views. What happened on the bottom? Nothing, I don't think. Yeah, nothing. Okay, let's have a look and see what's going on in GT3 world. We've got Crack and Watt and Prado. Crack is sat in the pits. He set a lap time of low 48. I think that's a fairly decent time, you know, in the GT3s. I've not really sort of kept my eye on those guys. So in terms of pace, I don't know. I know that Letterme is in the run-in for the championship, I think. Let me just double check. Should have probably checked this out before I started streaming, but you know, yeah, yeah, I think Letterme's got second place by the looks of things. It doesn't really look like there's much of a battle for any positions. I think it's all been confirmed by the looks of things. No, saying that, it looks like Watt could, if he has a decent result here, a decent haul of points, he could go from being 6th right up to being 3rd by the looks of things. Because what is it? Like, is it there? Yeah. Actually, no. It does look like Letterme could win it. Looking at the gap, yeah, he needs a decent result here, and he could actually win the GT3 championship. If my maths is correct, because I thought it was. Let's have a look at the points. Actually, let's just go back to someone on track. You just don't want to sit there looking at someone in the pits, do you? Let's have a look at TP. Let's see, because this is the guy that needs to keep. He needs to keep 66 and someone else behind him to get second place. So let's have a look at him, because I'm sure he's going to be wanting to finish high up the grid here, stay out of trouble in that first lap, and just, yeah, I suppose for him, have a little bit of a, you know, boring race if he really wants that second place. But knowing him, he's not actually going to be too bothered about second place. He's probably just going to want a decent race. So yeah, it's 35 points. 35 points, isn't it, for a win? So yeah, I think that the battle is on. The battle is on for Letterme in the GT3. He needs a decent haul of points, but he can take P1. Yeah. So yeah, we've got TP 135.2. I know that this guy has probably got a 33 in him. If he hooks it all up, I know that he can get up there and get on the front row. And I think that's what he needs. I think he just, you know, he just needs to get up there, because when you're sort of sat there in sort of 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th place, it's tricky. It's tricky to keep out of trouble on that first lap, on the first few corners. You get on the first row, it's just a bit easier. I mean, we have been sort of blessed with some. Oh, and he's cutting the grass at the moment. He is cutting the grass, so he's abandoned that lap. I don't blame him. I didn't look like he was going to improve. He's got 2 minutes. 2 minutes to get out. Here he goes. He's going out. He's going out. I mean, the problem here is he's put himself under a little bit of pressure, and and I haven't been in sort of these positions. I know it's just sim racing. I know it's just a casual sort of Sunday night league, but when you're sort of a semi-competitive guy, you start tensing up when you're in the car, and that doesn't lead to quick lap times. Sweaty palms, tensing up when you're sat in your sim rig. Yeah, it's not fun. So hopefully he can kind of zero some of that out and put together a decent lap here, and that will catapult him to the front of the grid. Come on, TP. I told you I was going to be a bit biased, didn't I? He needs a decent lap. He needs minimal traffic, and hopefully he can put a decent lap in. So the top three is all changed. It looks like P63 has been sandbagging big time, and he's just gone and punched in a 1:32.9. Great lap. He sat there in the pits. Looks like those guys are all done. Let's have a look at. Let's see what he can do. Our guy TP. Come on, TP. Oh, he's got someone overtaking him. Why would they do that? They better not now just slow down. Oh no, his lap's been compromised. Oh, TP, I feel for you, man. He's bailed on it. I do feel for him there a little bit. Bit harsh that, I think. Just he was on an out lap. He was just going over the line, and there was someone just overtook him. I don't know who that was, but yeah, I do feel for you a bit. There, my guy. Okay, so let's have a look and see if we've got track. The checkered flag has dropped. It looks like the top three for the GT3s has all sort of been concluded. So we've got Crack, Watt, Prado. That's your top three. Lettermy, my guy Lettermy, he sat there in fourth. Yeah, I think he needs a first or second place, I think. So pressure's on him a little bit, but it's a long race. We've got an hour around here tonight. So yeah, long way to go. If he can keep it clean, he's still in with a shot. Sarkozy. He looks like he's still on a lap here. So let's see how this one concludes as he makes his way around the final corner. I do like this view. This view is a good one. Is he going to improve? He has improved. He's jumped up to fifth place with a 1:34.6. That looks like a decent time, to be fair, because we've got like sort of our Mr. 66 and TP. These guys aren't slow. Mr. 66 and TP, they're not slow guys, and they've been bumped down to 7 and 8. So it looks like we've got some fast boys and girls in here tonight. Yeah, so let's have a look at the overall grid. So this is what we've got. So top three, sorry, LMP2. We've got P63, Acapone, Lung, and well, I've already gone through the top three for the GT3s. So you know what's going to happen. Now, what am I going to do here, Andy? Because at the start, is it just going to zero into the safety car for the first lap? Because that's going to be a bit of rubbish. If it does, I hope it doesn't. I hope it's clever enough that it realises that there's a race, and I can pick everyone on the grid. Because if you've got to like sit here and listen to me just talk for the first lap, when yeah, that's when all the exciting stuff happens on lap 1. I think we have a little timer here for a couple of minutes until it. Oh no, it's not going to do this, is it? Don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. Back to pits. No, don't do this to me. It is going to do it, isn't it? Oh. Sorry, peeps. This is a little bit of a bug with the game. You're gonna have to just sit here and watch the safety car for lap 1. I'm really sorry, but there's not much more I can do. I can't click on anyone. Yeah, that is just how it is. We've got 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5 light, 6 lights, and it is go, go, go! Someone's got a drive-through for a jump start while we are looking at the safety car. I'm really sorry, but this is just the way it goes. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We're there. Let's turn off real time quickly, because I was hoping that was going to be my saviour, and we could see race position. No, not that one. It looks like. Oh no. Here we go. So we are on. It looks like there's a battle for first place going on here. We've got Vigiloni down the inside, nice and safe. Kept gave P63 plenty of room there. Really good racing. Really good. It does look like it is really close to the top 3. So yeah, we've got like Vigiloni in P2, only 0.3 behind P63 in first place. Lung is another 0.4 back, but it looks like this could be fairly exciting. And I really want to get rid of this leaderboard thing, because that's really bugging me. There we go. That's a bit better. So we've got like a Capone as well. Looks like he's pushing Lung along there nicely. Thought he was going to make a little move there down the inside of that corner, but it looks like he's just biding his time. Looks like he's got a good exit out of the final corner, but it looks like Lung had a good exit as well. He's pulled out a couple of car lengths. Look at that. That's what you like to see. Top 4 separated by no more than a few tenths. This could be a good race. Where's my guy? Oh no. Oh, TP. He's down in 17th place. So there's blatantly been a first lap incident. But it goes back to what I was saying in qualifying, guys. You kind of need to be out the front of the grid. Don't get me wrong. Like, it can still be a bit of carnage at the front of the grid, but the further you are up, it's gonna be a bit cleaner. If you're right in the middle of the pack, it's always a chance. It's a bit of a lottery whether you're going to get through the first couple of corners cleanly, which can be really, really annoying in sim racing, but it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. So it looks like Vigiloni's had a bit of a moment there. He's dropped back to 4th, and yeah, because he was sat in 2nd place, wasn't he? It looks like the challenge is now over, or been passed over to Lung to push P63 along for first place. But yeah, this is looking really close. This is looking really close in the first couple of laps, which is good. They are probably sat in their sim rigs, sweating buckets, all of them, because it's a sticky night here in the UK. But I know that some of these guys aren't in the UK. I know like P63. I'm pretty certain that he is Spanish, you know. So he probably is, if he's racing from Spain, it's toasty over there, so he's going to be hot as well. Let's have a look and see where some of our guys are going. So we've got 66 making his way through. So I can't remember where he started now. I think he was around about sort of 6th, 7th place. But yeah, it looks like he's made his way through past Coulson. Coulson definitely didn't make that very difficult for him. But these guys are on the same team, so that kind of makes sense. And you know what, Randy, I feel for you. I feel for you, my dude, because there's positions changing all over the place down here, and I cannot keep up. We've got for Papani. It looks like he's doing donuts in the kitty litter at the moment. Oh, please join safely. Oh yeah, looks like he just about joined safely there, which is good. Let's go back to the battle at the front, because it's I can't concentrate on more than sort of a couple of things at a time, and that is stressing me out looking at all those cars. So this is this is the battle for first place. Mr. Lung is half a second behind, but pushing him along. This could be a great battle. Could be a great battle. It's a completely different line there through the final corner, but it looks like he's got potentially a bit of a run on him here. Either that, or he's just running a lot less aero because he's closing up. I know he's got, he's in the suck zone a little bit there. He's getting a toe, but yeah. So a bit of a combination of a skinny wings and in the slipstream he really closed up, but he's staying with him. He's staying with him as well through sector 1. Still only half a second there between them. Yeah, it's only half a second. So, well, it looks like we've got a good battle down here as well for P11. We've got Korv and Velusi. Vuselli K. I told you I was going to murder some of these names. I do apologise. Yeah, so this looks like a good one. They are overtaking some GT3s here. I don't think it's going to get in the way, but that has really helped TP get. There we go. That's what we like to see. A very opportunistic move there. Vaselli was just a bit, rightly so, a bit cautious behind the GT3, and Hewis has just pounced and got the position back. So it's going to be really. This is going to be a good watch as well. It's going to be great seeing TP make his way back through the field. Hopefully he's not got too much of the red mist after being taken out on lap 1. Well, I'm assuming that he's been taken out, or he could have just dropped it himself. Who knows? But yeah, it looks like he's going along nicely, no damage, and hopefully he can make it back into the points. But in terms of the championship, this plays into the hands of Mr. 66, I believe. Yeah, so at the moment, I think that. No, at the moment it's going to be P63. Yeah, at the moment it's going to be P63 that takes second place. The way it's going at the moment, but long way to go. It does look like he's pulled out a little bit of a buffer now, so he's got over a second. But let's head back to this one. This could be a good battle here for 11th place. So, like I said, our guy TP, quick guy. Yeah, there we go. Send it down the inside. That's a textbook move. He was going to try and tuck in behind again, but that move looked like it was on all day long. And yeah, he got it in the end. Great to see. Oh, let's go back up to here. So it looks like something's happened. So it looks like there's been a GT3 that has caused P63 a little bit of bother. This is the great thing about multi-class racing, is that you can think that everything's just going to start sort of spreading out the fields. You're just going to start seeing some field spread, but all it takes is just to get stuck behind a GT3 in the wrong place, and gaps suddenly close. So we've got Mr. Lung again on the tail of P63 here. So this is going into the back section of the track, the back oval, and then heading. Oh no, that was the start. That was the start of the lap. Sorry, guys and girls. That was T1. So this is sector 1, and there's another GT3 in the way, going about his race. I said in the way, but he's not in the way. He's just going about his race. It's the LMP2 car's responsibility to pass safely at the end of the day. So it's just making good racing at the end of the day. Oh, was he going to move across there? I think that GT3 saw LMP2 just in time. I think that might have been Letterman, you know. Okay, so yeah, we've got. This is close. this is close. So this is heading out of the final corner, going onto the start-finish straight. He's a bit too far back to make a move here. I definitely think you need to be within a car length before you can even start thinking about going for a little bit of a move down into T1. That view is great. But there's some more GT3s. There's more GT3s here, and at the end of the day, it looked like those GT3s are probably racing for position as well. So you know, they're allowed to be on that part of the track just as much as the LMP2s, but it looked like they got past safely, just about. Oh, that was close. That's a great view as well, isn't it? So we've got some pit stops. We've got Alcon dropping into the pits. Early stop, or maybe a bit of damage, I'm not sure, but we don't want to look at someone in the pits, we want to look at the action on the track. So let's get back out there and see what's going on. I'm talking away here, but there could literally be no one in the stream watching this. I've got absolutely no idea. I'm just engrossed with the action on the track. How do I see if someone's actually watching this thing? I could literally be sat here talking to myself. I can't keep up, Andy. There's just so much going on, I just can't keep up. I don't know how you do it. No, I don't know how you see how many people are actually watching. But that's okay. I'll just carry on talking to myself if no one's watching it. So we've got is this for position down here? Yes, it is for position. Looks like Prado's just had a bit of a. Two there, going around the outside. Oh no, he's had a moment. It looked like he had a great run on Watt, but he's just had a moment with that LMP2. Probably spooked him a little bit, and has dropped back a little bit. So any gains, he's going to have to try and make up again. It can be so frustrating when you just encounter faster or slower cars in the wrong part of the track. So let's go back up to the MP2s, because this is getting close again, and this is for the P1 at the end of the day. This looks like it could be a race-long battle up here, which is great. Oh, he's gone for the feint there. This looks really close. It looks like Lung has got the legs on P63 here in the first phase of this race. P63 definitely pulled out about a second after the first 5 or so laps, but it looks like as they've started to come across some of the GT3s, Lung's got a lot of confidence in that car. So let's see what happens here. So it looks like both had a reasonable exit going over the start-finish straight now. I think he's still probably a little bit too far back to make a move. Yes, he is ahead into the braking zone into T1. P63 definitely seems to get a couple of car lengths on him through the first section of sector 1, turns 1, 2 and 3, but then Lung definitely catches up towards the end of that sector as they start going back over onto the rear section of the oval. So it's ebbing and flowing a little bit. It's ebbing and flowing. Right, let's head over to Butvilla. For this is a battle for P4. We've got Sarkozy in front of him by those things. That looks like a good battle. Hit the GT3 tab and let's take a look how that race is going. Okay, yeah, let's do that, because I am conscious that I'm just focusing so much on the LMP2s, but that's where the action is, Randy. That is where the action is going on. But let's have a little look at the GT3s and see what's going on. So we've got Crack, 7 laps in. He's got a nice healthy lead. It looks like he's approaching to 11 seconds. Got Prado. He's caught up again, isn't he? Because this was the battle that we were watching earlier for P2. And what's going on here? Is he going to make a move? I couldn't quite work out what was going on there. Was that like an LMP2 like overtaking them? So it looks like Prado's got a bit of pace in the bag here. I think he's going to be. I think these guys are going to swap around fairly soon, and it looks like he's. But yeah, here we go. But yeah, what Mr. Watt, he's definitely pulls out a few car lengths as they head into the over the start finish straight. So I think if Prado tries to focus on getting a good exit out of that final corner, he could get a bit of a run, and take second place. But that looks like that's simmering along nicely, this battle. There's action up and down the track, up and down the field at the moment. It looks like they're changing positions all over the place. Yeah, like Randy was saying, it looks like Ecapone is going to get in on some action here as well. He's got some pace in the car in this phase of the race as well. So this is going to be an epic race by the looks of things. We've got 3 cars in the mix here for P1, which is great to see. We've got Buttfiller down in 5th, still putting Sarkozy under a bit of pressure here. It looks like he's got plenty of grip in this phase of the race. He's pushing him along here, so I'm surprised actually. He's still because this is the battle that we were watching not so long ago. I'm surprised he's not made a move already. So it must mean that Sarkozy is getting some really good exits out of some of the corners that are going onto the fast straights. Oh, was that Sarkozy? No. You almost want to zoom out a little bit on some of these views, you know. Here we go, he's going to make a move onto the inside. It looks like he is, but this is a fast right-hander. But that is a nice move, tidy move, well driven from both of them. Sometimes it's not worth closing the door, you know. Sometimes you've got to give racing room. But Villa made his intentions very obvious from the start, and yeah, nicely driven from both of them there. Let's see whether Sarkozy can come back at him, because this is the final corner. It looks like he's got a great exit. He's tucked up behind him nicely here. Look at that for a view. Brilliant. Yeah, he's defending the inside as Buttfiller. That's probably what I would do. And really, there's going to be nowhere for him to go, I don't think. Oh, they've both cooked it a little bit. This is a great little battle as well, isn't it? But I think, providing Buttfiller can keep it tidy, I think he's got the legs on Sarkozy. This is a great little battle, this one. There's some position swapping down in the GT3 world, I think. Did Prado and what have a swap around? It looks like they did. It looks like they did. So it looks like Prado's got that move done. Let's head over to our man, our guy, TP. It looks like he's been making his way back through the field. I'm really sorry, Hewis. I think you've pulled off a few moves here that have just been off my radar, my man. But yeah, it looks like you're carving your way through the field, which is good to see. We've got Lando. Lando's back in, racing with us. Nice to have you with us, Lando. He's running nicely in P8, albeit 12 seconds off of Collie. Collie, Collie's doing a fantastic job here. Actually, Collie's only 2.5 seconds off of Mr. 66, and 66 is a good boy. Oh no! Have I completely missed what's happened here? Vacaponi, he's DNF'd. Everyone's moved up. Has he had a wobble or been booted? He must have had a moment. Either that or he's just been disconnected. Which is a shame, because that was shaping up to be. I think he's had a wobble. Maybe someone can confirm that for me. Ah, he's DC, does he? Shame, because that was going to be a nice three-way for P1. It looks like P63's managed to get a few tidy laps in the bank, and has opened up a nice little gap from Lung. But it's a long way to go. We've got 39 minutes to go, and they're yet to do their pit stops as well. So pit strategy does play a big part in these sort of 1 hour endurance races. We've got most of the guys on the medium tyres at the moment, but there's always an option to go long on your first stint here. Strap on a set of softs for the final stint, and really make up a few places. So let's see how this one plays out. This battle here is a good watch. It's a good watch. This looks like it's potentially the closest battle on the circuit at the moment. I'm gonna have to have a little swig of my drink. Let's have a look. So it looks like I can't work out whether 66 has got a little bit of damage or whether he's just not found the flow around this track. But he's not really making inroads into the top three. He's just sat there in fifth place, which is, you know, a solid place with the caliber of these guys up and down the field. But normally we see him, you know, chipping away at some of these guys. But he's at the moment he's not. He's going the other way. He's actually going to be under a bit of pressure from Mr. Coulson soon. That is our Coulson, isn't it? It's not like someone else with the same name. Not that I'm surprised that he's catching 66 up. Yeah, he's in like... what's going on with 66? He's got a bit of damage, or... Oh! Let's get on board with this. Let's watch this. Go and chase cam view. It looks like they both had a tidy exit out of the final corner. I would say that 66 is definitely running a bit less aero, pulled out a bit on that straight. I think I prefer this camera, you know, it flips between some great shots. So this little battle here, coming up to a few GT3s, a couple of GT3 cars, so Mr. 66 will be keen to get through them nice and quickly. Oh no! That's not what you want to see. That is not what you want to see. I could see that one coming. It looks like Coulson's not picked up much damage from that. Oh, was that letting me? Oh, I hope it won't let me. No, I don't think it was letting me, was it? Was it Prado, maybe? But even still, you don't really want to be seeing it. It's a difficult one. We'll have to get the stewards to look at that one. It looked like the GT3 was leaving the door open for both of them, but it's the faster car responsibility to pass safely. But yeah, that's that one's going to have to probably be reviewed. And we'll see what happens. It does, after that incident, it does look like... Oh no, have I missed an overtake for the lead? I think I've missed the lead change here. I'm sorry guys, but there was obviously some action going on further down the field. But yeah, it looks like Lung has managed to get P63 at some point on this lap. So he's now leading the race. 15 laps in, we've got Lung leading the race by 8/10 as we come up to the sort of the 33-minute mark, or 33 minutes remaining. Anyway, so the battle for P1 is still very much on, and it looks like P63 has now got the hammer down and just set the fastest lap of the session. Which it did flash up on the screen. It looked like a 32 something. It did look like a 32 something, which is rapid. Rapid, guys. Let's have a little look and see. Yeah, it was a high 32, a 32.9, rapid. So yeah, let's see how this one shapes out. Actually, I'm just going to quickly cut to this because I think we've seen TP take 7th place off of Lando, so he is still on the charge, trying to save his race, back up into the top 10, sitting in 7th place. He's got 17 seconds to try and catch Collie. That's a bit of an ask, but still a long way to go. There's a lot of racing left. There's action going on everywhere again now. So we've got a battle for the lead, which I'm really excited about. I really think this is gonna be tasty and going on all race long. But then we've also got a battle for 5th place down here. We've got 2 community members. I don't know what happened there. It looked like for a second Collie was driving straight towards me. Must be that broadband over in South Africa. Hopefully he's not had his power turned off. No, he's still in the race, so that's all good. So this is shaping up lovely as well. This should be a good little race, and this race here. The one race where there's just I've got to commentate and there's just so much action going on. It is stressing me out. It is stressing me out big time because I don't know where to look, guys. I almost want to not be in control of the camera. I'd rather just try to talk about what I can see on screen, but because I can see the timing of what's going on up and down the field. And I'm having to switch the action we look at on track. It's stressful. This gap has come down again. It was down to 4/10 I think there. Have I just missed an overtake down here as well? I think I have. Mayer. He's just... Oh no! Is this... What's going on there? Because it says on the tower that they're swapping positions, but we're looking at this action and they haven't changed positions at all. So I think that's a bug. I think that is a bug. Gonna have to have a little drink to wet the whistle. Okay, back to the action. Oh, this is looking very close now. Very, very close as we go into... Where are we on the track? Is this the back section of the oval? No, this is T1. T2. They got very close there. Definitely down to a couple of tenths. So this race is... Oh no! They've changed positions! I blatantly wasn't looking, was I? No! Have they changed positions? I don't think they've changed positions at all. I think they've remained in the same position, and P63 just was potentially going to go for a move. So yeah, it looks like Lung is still out in first place with P63 tucked in behind, pushing him along nicely. These guys probably are going to start thinking about whether the undercut is on in this race, because that's another way you can make inroads in a race. But it all depends on when you come out, where you come out, really. If you can come out, look at the amount he's closed up under brake, and they're going into T1. I thought he was going to rear end him there actually for a second when it just flicked to that view. But nicely done, nicely held. What was I saying? I've completely lost my train of thought. Completely lost my train of thought, guys. Ah, the undercut. That was it. I was talking about the undercut, wasn't I? Yeah, the undercut. It's a bit boring, I suppose, but it is one way that you can make up some good gains in a race. But it all depends on where you come out. Where you come out, you need to try and spot a bit of a gap so you can come out into some clear traffic. So for a couple of laps, you can just get the hammer down, set some good times, and get an overtake done essentially in the pits. But it's difficult. It's a difficult one to pull off in these multi-class series, because there's just loads of cars. You've got with the two classes, you've got the LMP2s, you've got the GT3s, and with the GT3s being the slower formula, you're never really gonna come out and have a clean lap. As they make their way past a GT3 now, but this race is shaping up lovely. Still within a second. These guys are going to be sweaty, I am sure. So that must be very exciting, being in the rig. Half an hour gone and to still be within a second. Great to see. Great to see. Right, let's have a little look and see what's going on in the GT3 class. So we have got nothing's really changed by those things. Yeah, Crack has still got a nice 15-second gap. It was about 10 seconds last time we were looking at this, I believe. Yeah, Watt's got a nice 40-second gap, and Prado's sitting there in third place. It's not looking good for our guy, Mr. Letterme, at the moment. I think he needs to be in first place to get this win, or at least the top two to get this championship win. But we will see. There's still a long way to go. Let's go back to the action. So it looks like we've got the first round of pit stops. We've got Collie coming into the pits. Mr. 66 is staying out, so it looks like Collie is going to try a little bit of an undercut here, potentially. And you've got TP up to P6 with Collie pitting now. He's got 4 seconds on Lando, 5 seconds now, so he is driving well. Nice recovery drive. He does. He needs to be ahead of P63, really, and that's a big ask. That is a big ask, but long way to go. We've got 26 minutes left of this one. Anything can happen in sim racing. Anything can happen. Let's have a look at this battle for P1. Down to 2/10. They're making their way past some back markers there. That's cute.
Sorry guys, I'm just looking at something off screen at the moment. I'm trying to have a look at the standings. Actually, the championship standings. Looks like the traffic has helped out Lung there a bit. He's opened up the gap to over a second now. To take the pressure off for now. I think that gap is going to come down again. 16. I think. So going. Sorry guys, I've been telling you that Letterme needs a top 3 finish. I don't think he does, you know. I think he just needs 6th place, which is what he's sitting in at the moment. 16 points. Well, no, actually, I think he needs 17 points. So he needs another position. Actually, he needs 5th place. So come on, Letterme. It's hammer time. If Hewitt, so here we go. I've got some info. Oh. No, that wasn't an overtake. That was just coming up to a lapped car there. You know what? I think what might help me a little bit here is it might help me having real time. Will it help me? Can I move this over here? Yeah, I think I'm going to have real time up because at least I can see. Oh, does this really help me though? Because it focuses on race control, which is essentially the pace car. I'll leave it up for now. I'll see if it's of any benefit. Okay, so we've got Lando. He's coming to the pits to make his pit stop. It looks like 66 is staying out for now. Same with TP. I think that 6th at the moment is probably the best Hewis can hope for here, but let's see as we head into the final 20 minutes. No, okay, real time doesn't help. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so Hewis needs to finish ahead of 66, but has P60. Oh, there we go. We've got a move going on. There, I was too busy looking at the stand-ins and took my eyes off of the action on track there. That looks like it was P63 having a bit of a go for P1, but he hasn't been able to make it stick. It looks like Lung has managed to stay ahead as they head onto the start-finish straight. But is this a sign of things to come? It looks like in this phase of the race, P63 has got a bit of an edge on Lung. Yeah, he's closing up quite a lot in sector 1. He managed to get the gap down there to about 3/10. Visibly looking closer, and looks like he's putting Lung under some pressure going into sector 2, going through sector 2 here. Did Lung have a little bit of a moment? This is a tricky part of the track. You can see on board it's just so bumpy. So it's so easy to lose the car in these LMP2s, even though they're equipped with traction control. You don't really use it when you get into the race. You want to be able to rotate the car on that throttle pedal, and it's so easy just to get a little bit greedy with your right foot, and the rear end just to break away from you. It looks like Lung's got P63 covered at the moment, but that looked like it was getting very close. Here we go. we're going into the start-finish straight, and it looks like Lung has just opened up a little bit of a gap, but P63 is heading into the pits. He's wanting to get rid of these medium tyres. It'll be interesting to see what he bolts on, whether he goes for some soft tyres for this final stint, or whether he sticks with the mediums. But this is going to be really interesting to see how this one plays out. You can make up a load of time by being really aggressive and attacking your in lap in the pit lane. But let's see how this one goes. I don't think we really want to just sit here looking at him in the pits though. So let's go and see how long. But when you're the car in front and you see the car behind pit, it does actually put you under a bit of pressure, because you are then thinking, right, okay, well if they're pitting, I'm probably going to go for a pit stop the next lap, and you really want to nail your in lap. So you're trying to make sure that you hit every apex, every braking point, but it's also really easy to just drive beyond the limit and overdrive the car and lose a load of time. But this looks like he's keeping his head cool. It's looking fairly tidy. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that one plays out. Time doesn't go. Also switch on AC as we've got Lung coming into the pits. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a no-brainer. I think as he's on old tyres, he doesn't want to be staying out there with P63 heading into the pits, and now using all of the goodies, using all of the grip. Let's see how this one pans out. I'll have a look at ACTV info in a moment, but this looks like, oh, this is gonna be tricky, because it looks like P63 is stuck behind some lapped cars, but Lung is still in the pits. Where are they? Is he now going over the start-finish straight? Has he got it? Has he done it? Lung is now coming out the pits. P63 is going to have given himself a nice gap here, a nice healthy lead. I think this is going to be in the region of a couple of seconds here. Is it? What's going on? Where is he? Where's P63? Have I just like made that up completely, and was I looking at the wrong car or something? But it looked like P63 was going to be miles ahead. Oh no! Mr. Lung has got a drive-through for crossing the pit exit line. Well, unfortunately, that looks like that's probably hampered his race a little bit, and he is going to be fuming about that one. I got really excited there, thinking that P63 had got Lung for first, but it looks like that's not happened at all. I'm sure when I was like looking at the P63 going down the start finish rate, Lung was still sat in his pit box, so I'm not too sure what's happened there. Well, I mean, that's a good thing in terms of like the action on track, because they've come out and they're still within a half a second of each other. 2 tenths, 3 tenths now. So that did look like that, didn't it, Andy? That did look like P63 was going to be about 3 or 4 seconds ahead of him. Right, let's have a look at this ACTV thing. AC, also switch on ACTV info. What does that do? Okay, I don't really know what that does. Okay, well, we can't just keep watching these guys, even as exciting as it is, because this is for the race lead. I feel like I'm doing a bit of a disservice to everyone else that's in this race at the moment. So let's have a look at, yeah. So Sarkozy has just barged Buttviller off the track by those things, or either that or Butviller's had a little bit of a moment. But it looks like Sarkozy is our third place runner at the moment. Let's have a look and see what's happened to Coulson. Where's our friend? Strange you don't have it. Strange I don't have what? What was I doing? Coulson. Collie, there he is, 7th place. 13 seconds off of Pindola. So has TP just not pitted yet? Is he just bombing along just happily at the moment and just not pitted, just seeing how he can seeing how far he can go into this race with oh, this is getting close again. This is getting close to the front. Can't take my eyes off this battle at the front. This is fascinating, this one. I want to kind of see what it's looking like from the chase cam. Oh, so bumpy. You can just see how bumpy it is, like even in the chase view. In the top left, and you need to move it. So what does it do? I don't know what it does. And TP has pitted, so closing down 66 quite quickly. Lovely. I like how you know what's going on in the race more than I do. Oh, comedy. So yeah, so TP needs to finish ahead of 66 for 3rd place, isn't it? So so yeah, but I mean, you say quite quickly. He's like what, a minute off? Is he? Can he make up that? Oh, what's happened here? Oh, so Lung's now taking his drive-through penalty. He's going to be fuming about this, and this feels terrible. I have had to do a drive-through penalty in one of these races, and this is so annoying when this happens, because you just see all the time just vanish, and that's that now just hands the win to P63, unless he does something stupid and bins it, which I mean, anything can happen, but he's probably one of the more consistent guys in this league at the moment. So I think he's got this one in the bag, it would seem. So P63, as long as he keeps it on the island, he is going to be taking second place in this championship. I think. Don't hold me to that, because I haven't got a clue. Use Control D to see who hasn't pitted. Control D, progress, pit stop. Ah, there it is. See who hasn't pitted. Pit stops. Do I need to drag it out of the way? Oh, I see. It updates the tower. Yeah. So, you can see who's on different tyres as well. Can you? Oh, there we go. Look at that. It gives you loads of info. Why didn't I know about this? I'm sure you probably told me, but yeah, just forgot about it. We don't want to just keep watching this dude. Who's this dude? That was Lung, wasn't it? Yeah. So yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed about that one. It's P Lung. But still, nicely driven. The win was on. The win was on. It was a great battle. But yeah, that mistake. That's cost him. I think it's gaps, isn't it? Gaps is the best. Gaps is the best view. I want to change views. So, what have we got? What have we got in terms of action on track? Intervals. That's what we want. That one. Where's our closest battle now, or is that it? I think it's going to be fascinating seeing how TP can get on in the final 10 minutes. It's a big ask, being 36 seconds behind P5, but could he close that gap and get into the top 5? That's a bit of an ask, but let's see how he goes as we head into the final 10 minutes of this race. But it looks like that we've just got that natural field spread now, which is it's a real shame that Lung picked up that drive through. It's a real shame because I think it would have been a really exciting race to the line. Let's see how the GT3s are getting on. So we've got Lemmy up to P4, which is what he needs to cement that GT3 championship. So yeah, again, as long as he can keep it on the island, it is looking good for him. But he has got a bit of pressure in the forms of Maruso. Sat in P5 is a couple of seconds behind him. But yeah, Lettermy, our guy, is sat in P4, which is what he needs. So that's good. And he's getting overtaken there by a LMP2, 2 LMP2s, but he's just doing his thing, not getting in anyone's way. He's, yeah, it's looking good for him at the moment. Lovely. Let's head back to the overall standings and see what else we've got. I think that this may be the most exciting battle at the moment in the GT3 class, and the most at stake really, because if Lettermy was to, well actually no, Lettermy would be okay if he was to drop down to 5th place, but yeah, so actually he is not under that much pressure. Even if he was to fall back into 5th, he'd be okay. But yeah, that's definitely what looks like the closest battle on track at the moment. Looking at the times. Let's have a look at our guy. It looks like our dude has. He was sort of making inroads. He was down to about 36 seconds behind 5th place, but he's dropped back to 40 seconds now, which means he must have had a bit of a wobble. He must have had a bit of a wobble somewhere. Battle is 66 as he hasn't pitted. How do you know more than I do? You're not. I don't get it. I'm just not very good at this, am I? 66 not pitted. 66 has pitted. It's showing that he's done 1 stop. Or is that wrong? Relative auto gaps. Oh, yeah, he's intervals. He pisses. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, yeah. So that makes sense because now. Oh, I think that's too much to ask, isn't it? 20 seconds in 6 minutes, which is probably only 3 laps or something. I can't see TP being able to put 66 under much pressure, especially if 66 has only just pitted and probably got a set of mediums or softs on or something. Let's have a little look what he's bolted on. Tyres, yeah, he's bolted on some softs. But does that mean he's done 32 laps on? Oh, or does that? What does that mean when it's got 32? Does that mean he's done 32 laps on a set of softs? 33 laps now? Oh no, Lung retired. Has he? Let's have a little look. It does look like he's dropped out. Yeah, he's showing up as a DNF. He's showing up as a DNF. I'm not sure what happened there to him, but maybe he's had a moment, or he's had a DC. I don't know, or he's just got bored. I mean, he was sat there in second place, going around, not sort of real in a position to challenge for the win. So does that mean that 66 has just been running softs for the whole race? Because I mean, if he has, that's pretty good going. Now, depending on points, US may have kept P3 in the chat. Okay. Ah, yes, because with Lung dropping out, it means they've all shifted up a position and got more points. I see, boss man. I see. Is it just you in here, or is it just me and you on the stream? Right, let's cut back to the action and see what's going on. So we've got TP making his way past the GT3. It looks like that was that Lemmy? No, Lemmy's not in the pink one. But it looks like Lemmy's doing alright there, sat in P4, lapping cleanly. Let's do a look at the gaps. Yeah, so he's keeping his nose clean. Now coming up to about got a 5-second lead on P5, which is good. So well done, Lemmy. Back to sim racing after a. Yeah, back to sim racing after a nice break, fishing. Each their own. Let's go back onto, yeah, so 66 has got TP covered here for 4th place. P63's got a nice healthy 40-second lead. Well done. So we've got a bit of a battle down here. Let's have a look at this one. This is shaping up quite nicely. This is for 11th place, which means these guys, these dudes, do get points. I think points go all the way down to P20. So this is for a decent haul of points down here. So 12 is 9, 11 is 10. So there, this is the closest battle that we've got on track at the moment. It looks like Fabiani, he can't quite keep hold of that 11th place. They've definitely swapped places, but all of a sudden there's a big gap. I don't understand what happened there. I was watching it, and then all of a sudden there was a big gap, but they've closed up again. Are these guys just like got completely different braking zones or something? Because there was a massive gap, and then it closed up massively. Or is it? Am I just being distracted by the times? Oh, everyone gets points. Just going to answer stuff. So yeah, Fabiani's just had a moment. He is off the track, and that looks like that battle is now probably done and dusted. Oh, we've got Lung. Lung's back in. He's back in the race. So maybe he had a DC, and now he's back in. So I think this is going to be a fairly easy move for Mr. Lung, but bumpy section of the track, using all of the track and some. Fabiani there. I guess I mean, I don't want to come away from this action. He's lock up left, and Fabiani lungs down the inside on the right-hander, the long sweeping right-hander. Move done. Move done. I mean, that was quite easy for him with Fabiani locking up, going into the corner. But yeah, there's another overtake for you guys and girls. Let's have a little look and see where our race leader is, P63, as we are ticking down into the final 30 seconds of the race. So, I don't know where on earth he is on track, but if he is a fair distance away from the finish line, this will be the final lap. If he crosses the line with time to go, we'll get one more. I think this is going to be the final lap here, as he, yeah, because this is now coming onto the start finish line, is it? No, yeah, this is the start finish, and so he's going to take the flag. He's going to take the checkered flag here. There he is. There's our race winner, P63. Great win. Kept it really, really interesting and great for us to watch, actually. Mr. P63 and Lung, really, really good battle for the lead. Really exciting, good stuff. Let's see if there's any other battles going on. So let's just cut to yeah, so nothing's changing there. Let's go to our second place guy or girl. Crossing the line now. Are they flashing his lights? Yes, they're definitely pleased with themselves. Yeah, good P2 there. We've got Barvilla 16 seconds behind. Coming in for P3, and to finish our podium, no flashing lights or are we going to see some donuts? We're going to see some donuts in there? No, maybe not. So we've got 66. He's 30 seconds behind, so but he's now heading into the final section of the track. And P66 takes a well-deserved P4. Nice haul of points. I'm not sure how that's going to finish. And it looks like Pindler had already seen the flag. And it looks like everyone else is probably going to be in the pits. Are we going to see some donuts? Can we see some donuts from someone, please? 66. Give us some donuts. Oh, come on. There must be someone willing to do some victory donuts. I think everyone's been really boring and just gone into the pits. Oh, it looks like they're pushing them across the line. So did someone run out of fuel and they pushed their friend along the line? Well, there we go. That is what it's all about here at Pretty Ninja Racing. We help each other out, and that has just taken it to another level. So well done, you guys. Well done, you guys. Well done to all of our races. Great race. Are we going to see some donuts? Are you going to do a couple of donuts for me? Jazz? No? Just going to sit there. Yeah, well done to all of our drivers. Great race. I don't know what happened at the start. We'll have to have a little look at that. I'm sure there'll be a few sort of incidents being reported to the stewards. So watch this space for the final results to be posted. But well done, everyone. Very exciting for me to commentate on. I'm really sorry that I've kind of butchered it, and I'm really sorry I butchered a lot of these names in here as well. You'll have to forgive me, but I don't often do this. But yeah, really good and exciting race for me to commentate on. So thank you very much. I think I am gonna call it there. Yeah, just keep your eyes on Discord for the final results of the series. and make sure you keep an eye out on the up and coming events on WSS. We've got a few things coming up, so we've got a really good event coming up in September. All the details can be found on WSS. Just search for Pretty Ninja Racing. If you want to join our Discord channel, all of the events are listed in there as well. The racing in September is actually on the, let me have a little look now, it's on the 23rd of September. It's going to be an ACC event. It's 4 hours of Donington, so it's an endurance event, but you can race as a team or you can be an individual entry. It's absolutely fine, and that is for a good cause. It's in support of Race Against Dementia, so we're hoping to raise a little bit of money there, which is always good to see. And yeah, we've got events popping up all the time on WSS, and we also run other events in other sims as well, such as AMS2. So yeah, jump in, get involved, and come and race with us, guys. But yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity, boss man, to do the stream, and peace out. See you next time. Cheers, guys.